this was happening just last month from the Senate Minority Leader.
He's acting like a king, a mob boss, a wannabe dictator. He said he wanted to be a dictator on day one. It looks like he's extending it. When the founders drafted our Constitution, they feared a man like Donald Trump.
Well, if Trump's a dictator, then he doesn't have too much to, you don't have too much to think about, to think, well, it's noble then to take out the dictator, right? They get that, right? So actually calling Trump Hitler and a dictator, it's always been a venal lie. They always lie because they have nothing else. But it was all made more credible to the untrained mind because of the one-man crusade that Comey led against Trump. Again, going all the way back to 2015. And as I said earlier, the Secret Service reportedly interviewed Comey today about the shell game. We're going to learn more about the potential charges in the days ahead. But isn't it time that a person of prominence who should know better face some real consequences here before something real tragic happens? At the very least, shouldn't the D.C. Bar Association have something to say about Jim Comey? Is this what an officer of the court, is how an officer of the court should act, given the stakes for the country on the heels of 2 assassination attempts in 1 year? Comey and company threw everything they had at Donald Trump for years. They knew that he would expose their con if he were reelected, and he did. Literally a year ago. And he talked about it. They thought they'd see him maybe barred from the presidency, and they were sending around memes of him in an orange jumpsuit. They thought it was really funny. But in the end, Trump turned the tables on all of them, and they showed their true colors. And voters saw that the Democrats are the true threats to democracy. Trump saved us, at least for 4 years, from their venal reign of incompetence. And that's the angle. Here to react is Francie Hakes, former federal prosecutor, and Alex Marlow, Breitbart editor-in-chief. Let's start with you, Francie. Your reaction to what you saw with this Comey attempt at explaining the shell post. I knew that 47, but I didn't know the other. Is any of this believable?
Well, you know, Laura, you made a great point when you called it the Comey con, and that's been going on since before President Trump became President Trump 45. And they allowed the country, they pushed the narrative, he and Brennan and others pushed the narrative that the president was a Russian asset.